Happy New Year! We're all excited today because today is the 31st and we're getting ready to celebrate the new year. Whether we're going out with friends or we're going to be celebrating at home where we're going to have friends over and we got firecrackers that we're going to spark ourselves. There's one thing that we can't forget about, and that's really our pets through this kind of scary night. So just imagine if you were sitting at home by yourself, dark area, and all of a sudden you hear loud popping and snapping coming from all different directions continuously multiple times throughout the night. It can be so scary. So today I'm going to quickly talk to you guys about the things that you can do to make any holiday where fireworks fun for your pets, safe for you, and you don't have to really worry about as many things that could happen, and that could be scary for them. The first thing I want to say is you want to avoid having your pets outside at all. That means don't take them to the fireworks shows. Don't take them to your friends and family houses where you're going to be shooting off fireworks. Don't leave them outside unattended if they've never been in that type of environment, because the loud snapping of the fireworks can be very scary, causing pets to run through fences and climb things and go to do things that they would not normally do. Okay? The second thing you might want to do is bring them inside. Bring them into an inner room in the house where maybe the sounds from outside can be a little bit muffled, and so that they're not hearing the fireworks and the cracking and the snapping as loudly and as clearly as they would be if they were in a front room or say outside. It's not a bad idea to turn on a radio or a TV loud, even if you're not going to be home, because that just ground noise will sometimes drown out the loud cracking and snapping of the fireworks outside. I know that can be scary for the pets, so just kind of having the TV and radio on makes them feel like other people are around, and maybe it's not as scary to hear that snapping and that popping noise. If you do happen to take your pets with you outside of the house, make sure you keep them on some type of leash or restraint. The last thing you would want to happen is that, someone is popping and snapping their fireworks and having so much fun and it spooks your pet and your dog runs away, fearful of the noise, and then you spend New Year's Eve looking for your pet. It can be, a pretty scary type situation. Also, it's very important to keep pets and children away from each other. I know that sometimes where it's not always advised, kids are able to access, sparklers and little things like that for the new year because it's exciting and it's fun. And it's not a time where they will normally get to do that. But you want to be very careful with them, as far with fire, and then you also want to be very careful with them around your pets, because they may not realize that something that they're playing with can be scary or can be dangerous to the pet, because they see other people doing things and the pet could react abnormally because of getting hurt or getting injured or being frightened. So just in order to avoid any kind of issues, you want to just keep these guys separate from each other, especially when fireworks are in tow. It's always a good idea to keep your tags or your microchips current on your pet. I touched on this in your holiday video, because if they do get away, if there is a situation where they're scared or they're spooked and they go running, then you want to make sure that they can find their way back home. Or if somebody does find them, they know exactly where to bring them so that they're not injured or they're not hurt, and they get back to you as soon as possible. Some animals may even require some type of sedation during these holiday times. Hopefully, you guys already are aware if your pets are scary, in storms or in loud noises, and you've already gotten the medication that they need to make them calm and relaxed for the holiday fireworks festivities. And that way you don't have to worry about them being more anxious than normal. And last but not least, you want to make sure you clean up all your firework debris that you have from outside, whether it's from food and barbecues and eating and drinking, or it's from the actual fireworks, the popping, the little butts and the little pieces of the fireworks that you'll see on the ground. Make sure you want to clean all that material up, because that is something that could be very intriguing to pets, and it could be interesting and something that they may want to chew or swallow on. And the last thing you would want is those toxins to get into their system. Everybody is super excited about the new year, about the holiday, and they're ready to celebrate and bring in the new year. And let's make it fun and safe for everyone. Happy New Year, everybody, and we'll see you next year.